Brilliance Audio presents Wave of Terror by Jon Jefferson. Performed by Amy Landon. Megan O'Malley's head whipped around, her red hair swirling, and her brain reeling as she tried to make sense of what she'd just glimpsed out the car window. Was it a hallucination? An artifact of jet lag and fatigue, and altitude-induced oxygen deprivation? It most certainly couldn't be what it appeared to be, because what it appeared to be, in the fraction of the second that she'd seen it, was the eye of God, an immense, unfathomable eye of blue, set in a vast, stony brow. O'Malley hit the brakes, and the rental car, a tiny Toyota Yaris, slithered to a stop on the shoulder of the road, a cracking two-lane snaking along the rim of an immense cratered volcano. The car bucked, and the engine died. The clutch, she reminded herself. Don't forget the clutch. The rental car had a manual transmission, and she hadn't driven a stick in years. The shoulder was narrow, and the road treacherous. If she'd skidded a few feet farther off the pavement, the car would have gone careening down the mountainside. Beyond the shoulder, the slope angled 1,000 feet and then dropped away altogether, shearing off into a cliff. Far below the edge was an unbroken sea of clouds, surrounding the shattered volcanic cone like a fleecy Christmas tree skirt. A mile below the cloud tops lay the Atlantic, a fact she knew because she had landed at the coast 3 hours before and had been shifting and twisting upward ever since. The view was stunning. But what the hell had she just glimpsed out her window? Granted, she was here being the rim of an ancient volcano on La Palma, home to one of the world's best observatory complexes, to investigate a celestial mystery. But the mystery she'd come to investigate, to solve, had nothing to do with God and everything to do with science. An astronomer and a planet hunter, she had come from Baltimore to Spain's Canary Islands on a quest for Planet 9, a huge, as yet unseen orb circling the sun somewhere in the outer dark, far beyond the known planets. Her celestial search couldn't begin until nightfall. Meanwhile, the unsettling something she had seen, the Eye of God she seemed to have named it, required further research. As a scientist, she had a duty, or at least a compulsion, to seek an explanation. Even without the eye, the setting would have seemed strange and forbidding. The combination of elements, craggy lava around her, white and silver telescope domes looming above her, and the sea of clouds below, gave the place a stark, otherworldly look, as if she had teleported to some scientific outpost on Mars. O'Malley parked on the shoulder, the car's engine ticking with heat, and wondered if she'd really seen the eye, or had simply imagined it. She rolled down her window, a manual crank, Christ, how long since she'd used one of those, and leaned out, scanning the terrain behind and above. All she saw was a brown mountainside strewn with brown rocks, ranging in size from eggs to elephants. Baffled, she jammed the gear shift into reverse. The gears gnashed, and the clutch caught with a series of whiplash-inducing jerks. She lurched backward for 50 yards and stopped, this time remembering to depress the clutch, then scanned the slope to her left once more. Nothing. Bloody hell, she thought. I know I didn't make that up. She eased out the clutch again, more smoothly this time. Backing up another 200 yards, back to the curve she had rounded just before she and the eye had swapped glances. She stopped again, then began creeping forward, retracing her earlier approach, this time at a snail's pace. Nothing. 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 Then suddenly, there it was, staring at her once more. She stomped the brake, and the car shuddered to a stop, the engine bucking and stalling again. "The clutch, O'Malley, the clutch!" she scolded. She leaped out, her nerd purse, the waist pack containing her wallet, passport, and iPhone, snagging on the seatbelt.